Bestseller by O. Henry. O. Henry is the pseudonym of William Sidney Porter, who lived from 1862 to 1910. He was an American writer of short stories, best known for his ironic plot twists and surprise endings. One day in summers, when the writer was traveling to Pittsburgh by train, he met an old acquaintance by the name of John A. Pescud, a lucky man. John is a small man with a wide smile. They were meeting each other after 2 years. John was a traveling agent for a plate glass company. He believed that the plate glass and his company, named the Cambria Steel Works, were the most important in the world. He also believed a man must be decent and law-abiding in his hometown, since he had been reading the bestseller novel, The Rose Lady in Trevelyan. So, he started to talk about that novel.
Before the story proceeds further, why don't you subscribe this channel for more such helpful videos like this? Say, did you ever read one of these bestsellers? I mean the kind where the hero falls in love with a royal princess from Europe and follows her to her father's kingdom? I guess you have. They're all alike. Well, this hero chases the royal lady home and finds out who she is, and then meets her in the evening. But the rich lady reminds him of the difference in their status. But when people in real life marry, they generally look for similar social status, unlike these novels.
I think I understand you, John. You want fiction writers to be real with their scenes and characters.
I don't understand why people buy these bestsellers. You don't see or hear of any such things in real life.
Well, John, I haven't read a bestseller in a long time. Maybe I've had same notions about them like yours. But tell me more about yourself and your company.
Got my salary raised twice in the last 2 years, and I get a commission too. Also, I've invested in real estate. Next year, the firm is going to sell me some shares of stock. Oh, I am in the line of general prosperity.
Met somebody yet, John?
Oh, I didn't tell you about that, did I?
Oh-ho. So you've taken enough time from your plate glass to have a romance?
No. No romance, nothing like that. But I'll tell you about it. I was going to Cincinnati about 18 months ago when I saw this finest-looking girl. She read a book and minded her business. I kept on looking at her. She changed cars at Cincinnati and took a sleeper to Louisville. There she bought another ticket and went on through Shelbyville, Frankfort, and Lexington. It was difficult to follow her. I tried to keep out of her sight, but I never lost track of her. She got down at Virginia about 6 in the evening. There were about 50 houses. A tall old man with a smooth face and white hair, looking as proud as Julius Caesar, was there to meet her. He took her little satchel and walked along the hill. I walked behind them. They went inside a gate on top of the hill. Huge house, roses, lilacs bloomed, taking my breath. I thought she was from a simple family. But this must be the governor's mansion. I'd better go back to the village and collect some information from the postmaster. I found a fine hotel called the Bayview House. I told the landlord I was taking orders for plate glass. Slowly, I got him down to local gossips.
Why? I thought everybody knew who lived in the big white house on the hill. It's Colonel Allen, the biggest man and finest quality in Virginia. They're the oldest family in the state. That was his daughter, who had got off the train. She's been up to Illinois to see her aunt, who is sick.
I registered at the hotel, and on the third day, I caught the young lady walking in the front yard, down next to the fence. Excuse me, can you tell me where Mr. Hinkle lives? Her eyes twinkled, a hint of amusement.
No one of that name lives in Birchton. That is as far as I know.
No kidding. I'm not looking for someone who doesn't exist. I come far away from Pittsburgh.
You are quite a distance from home.
I'd have gone 1,000 miles farther.
Not if you hadn't woken up when the train started in Shelbyville.
When she said that, my friend, she turned almost as red as a rose. I remembered I slept on a bench in the Shelbyville station, waiting to see which train she took, and woke up in time. And then I told her why I had come, as respectful and earnest as I could be. And I told her everything about myself. Tried to get her to like me. She smiles a little and blushes some, but her eyes look straight at me.
I never had anyone talk like this to me before, Mr. Pescud. What did you say your name is? John?
John A.
And you came almost missing the train at Powhatan Junction, too.
How did you know?
Men are very clumsy. I know you were on every train. I thought you were going to speak to me, and I'm glad you didn't.
Then we had more talk. And at last, a kind of proud, serious look came on her face, and she turned and pointed a finger at the big house.
Do you see that? There is a subscribe button right below. Hit it, guys. Nah. I actually told Pescud about my rich family history. Watch carefully now. The Allens. We have lived in Elmcroft for 100 years. We are a proud family. Look at that mansion. It has 50 rooms. See the pillars and porches and balconies. The ceilings in the reception rooms and the ballroom are 28 feet high. My father is a lineal descendant of the Belted Earls. If he knew that I was talking to you, he would lock me in my room.
Would you let me come there? For if you said yes, I might come and see you.
I must not talk to you because we have not been introduced. It is not exactly proper. So I will say goodbye, Mr.
Say the name. You haven't forgotten it.
Pescud.
The rest of the name?
John.
John what?
John A. Are you through now?
I'm coming to see the Belted Earl tomorrow.
He'll feed you to his dogs.
If he does, it'll improve their running. I'm something of a hunter myself.
I must be going in now. I should not have spoken to you at all. I hope you'll have a pleasant trip back to Minneapolis. Or Pittsburgh, was it? Goodbye.
Good night. And it wasn't Minneapolis. What's your name, please?
She hesitated. Then she pulled a leaf off a bush and said, My name is Jessie.
Good night, Miss Allen. The next morning at 11, sharp, I rang the doorbell of that building. An old man came and asked what I wanted. I gave him my business card and said I wanted to see the Colonel. He took me in. There wasn't enough furniture. But when Colonel Allen comes in, the place seemed to light up. It was his style, although he was wearing the same shabby clothes. He asked me to sit down, and I told him everything. I told him how I had followed his daughter from Cincinnati, all about my salary, and explained to him my little code of living, to always be decent and right in your hometown. At first, I thought he was going to throw me out of the window, but I kept on talking. Well, that got him laughing after days. We talked for 2 hours. I told him everything I knew. I asked him to give me a chance. I told him if I couldn't make a hit with the little lady, I'd clear out and not bother them anymore. You can inquire about any of the rest of us from anybody in the old smoky town and get satisfactory replies. 2 evenings later, I got a chance to speak a word with Miss Jessie alone. It was a light-hearted conversation.
The porter shouted. Coketown! Pescud gathered his hat and baggage as he had to get off the train.
I married her a year ago. I told you I built a house in the East End. The Colonel lives with us too. I find him waiting at the gate whenever I get back from a trip to hear a new story.
The train reaches John's destination, Coketown, which is a dull and scary place.
You won't sell much plate glass here, John. Why do you get off at this end of the world?
Why? Jessie wanted some petunias from here. Good night. I gave you the address. Come and see us when you have time.
As the train moves, the writer picks up the bestseller and smiles that John A. Pescud's own story was nothing short of a bestseller.
Good luck to you, Trevelyan, and may you get the petunias for your princess.